And now I'm standing over here. I figure if I keep moving, you'll never see my face. I mean, really see it. Because you can't see a face unless you stare forever, and even then, it always disappears. Stubble in the chin, beam or sparkle in the eye. I stared for hours once. Inside my room, at the mirror on my wall, and my ugly face just stared right back. Couldn't see a thing. Wonder if it has a point, you know? Staring into a mirror. Can't see the world around me, but when I stare into my eyes, I feel like Nostradamus. Read between the lines! I've got wrinkles on my forehead and bags beneath my eyes. The world is different from tomorrow. It seemed better yesterday. Oh, I had never swallowed from the gut before, but my throat just wouldn't close. I hope you like my play.
The fact that I'm unhappy is not the point at all. The fact that I can't stand myself, now that's what I'm afraid of. I don't like this room.
Go to sleep outside.
I want to sleep in here, but I still don't like this room.
It's not too cold outside.
It's 28 degrees.
It's not too cold outside.
I want to sleep in here.
The cushion's on the floor.
Mom,
What?
you still love me, right?
Get some rest. You've got a lot of work to do.
The fact that I'm unhappy is not the point at all. I fucking hate this room.
After every tribulation, the body needs to rest. After every turmoil and turbulent event, the body needs a break. But that break is where the danger lies. When the brain begins to dream, and the body shatters open like a fissure in the stream of consciousness, and the face begins to melt like molten lava. The face begins to fade. Oh, I feel the nightmares eating at me, feasting like worms inside a grave. I feel the maggots crawling forward, creeping from my psyche, crawling from my sleepy dreams and festering inside me. The hurried feet of insects scurry deep within my brain, resting just to incubate betwixt my id and my superego. My ego bridles in its cortex like a bull inside the ring. Toro cries the fire as he waves his scarlet rag before my eyes. My body is an anvil, and my horns are razor blades. I feel the rage within me rising up. I snort the way an engine does before it starts to turn, and stamp my ebon hoof upon the ground. The sun is burning hotly through my fur and to my flesh, and the dust is rising slowly like the ghost of yesterday. Whoosh! The mulet of the fighter flaps away like nightingales and reveals the gilded metal of his Spanish rapier, glistening like fire in the brilliant morning sun. He holds it raised above his head like a bolt of lightning from the gods, and I thrust my body forward as if leaping from a cliff, his rod of death upon me in an instant. Ah!
Your father sent me in to see how you were doing.
The fact that I'm unhappy is not the point at all. Fucking hate this room. No one understands me. No one knows the damage an underrated mind.
Sometimes a dream is not a dream if you feel like it's the truth.
I want to drive an anvil through the center of the world.
My body is an anvil and my horns are razor blades.
I'm not an animal! I just want to be alone.
I feel the rage within me rising up. I snort the way an engine does before it starts to turn, and stamp my ebon hoof upon the ground. The sun is burning hotly through my fur and to my flesh. And the dust is rising slowly like the ghost of yesterday.
I haven't seen you in ages.
The fighter brings his sword upon me, like a bullet through the sky, the silver metal gleaming like the silver scythe of death before me. And I feel like I don't mind. I feel like all I yearn for is to feel the sharp, unyielding blade upon me, through me, on me. And my horns return to blue. My body turns into dust. For every dream, there is a danger. For every do, there is a must. I want to sleep outside. I want to run. I want to run amok!
I slept inside the prison. Inside the relaxation home. I felt like I was opened up. Like my insides were exposed. I was cut up like a flower. Like a frog in science class. There was no alone in there. There's no alone. Sometimes I dream that I'm alone. But sometimes I dream that I'm a woman. The body of a pop star. The world is circling around me, staring and wanting just to touch me, and to know what I'm about. I'm not a homosexual. I'm not even a transcendentalist or whatever it is they call it. My dreams are not irrelevant, but they're not exactly fitting either. I can't explain myself. It's not in me to explain to you why I'm here or why I'm feeling what I'm feeling. Sometimes I feel like I see you in my bedroom. The entire mob of you, staring in like I'm bedroom. I fucking hate this room! Anyway, I see you all staring at me, like I'm some great illusion, a spectacle of sorts. They tell me I'm psychotic. Paranoid delusions. I think I'm just unhappy.
Mind you, the fact that I'm unhappy is not the point at all.
That's my inner monologue. He sort of tells me what to do. Sometimes he gets so bad he just bosses me around. Sometimes doesn't say a word. Over here is my conscience.
Hello, William!
I don't listen to her much. I get my values from my mom, hence the striking similarities.
Did you brush your teeth before you went to bed?
No, I've got a thing for gingivitis. It makes me feel so good.
Oh, well, you didn't kill anyone today.
No, ma'am, I certainly did not.
Oh, what a little angel!
She's real proud of me. Just like my mom. That was sarcasm. Thank you for laughing. Look, my mom doesn't give a shit for me. She treats me like I'm a dog. Like I'm... Well, I guess she's got a point, you know? I mean, I guess she's justified. I mean, you know, I spent the last... Well, anyway, my dad's not really well. He's not feeling very well. You see, he was working on the job. He was working on the job and then he fell. Yeah, he was injured on the job. He was working in an office and he fell and he hit his head on the edge of someone's desk. he fell and hit his head on the edge of someone's desk. He blacked out and everything. He had 2 concussions and damage to his vertebra. All from tripping in an office over someone's stupid stapler that they had dropped onto the floor. And my dad's not too brilliant, and so he tripped or slipped or something, and he gave damage to his spine. So he hardly moves much anymore. You know, they hauled him out in a stretcher. From the office, down the steps. They hauled him out in a stretcher from the building. He solved genetic codes. You know, he worked inside an office and he solved genetic codes. And then he's taken by a stapler. He doesn't move much anymore. My mother waits on him now, hand and foot. Hand and foot. Like she's a monkey wrench or something. Like she's an object now, you know, a tool. And she treats me like I'm... She doesn't give a shit. And I am a little crazy. I mean, I've got a God complex. You know, I feel like I'm Dionysus. No. I feel like a minotaur, you know, with the body of a man, but the head of a... I feel like a bull. They put me in a home for several years. You know, a home for the insane. They let me out today. I hope you let me play.
William, it's 6 a.m. It's time to wake up now. William, wake up. You've got work to do.
I could put a horn inside her belly.
William, you've got chores to do.
It's okay. I'm up.
You've got chores to do. He said we should keep you busy. You've got chores to do.
It's okay. I'm up.
Doctor said we... You want eggs for breakfast?
Coffee, if you have it.
Come down when you're ready.
Fucking hate this room. All of the forgotten junk. Spiders crawling on the walls. William! Don't go back to sleep now. It's okay, I'm up. Okay. Just don't go back to sleep now. 6 a.m. They woke us up at 6 a.m. every day inside the prison. Inside the jail. Inside the relaxation home. Every day they woke us up. And they made us take these showers. And then they made us do our thing, you know. But they wouldn't let us shave, you know? They wouldn't let us... They thought we'd cut ourselves. They thought we'd slice into our wrists. They thought we'd... They had to do it for us. I bought this yesterday. On my way home from San Quentin. Attica. On the way home from the hospital. I bought myself a razor. So I could be myself again. I'm gonna go take a shower. I'll be back.
Sometimes a shower feels like rain when you wash away the loathing like erosion of the dirt. And the warmness and the wetness of the water makes you feel like you don't hurt for just a moment. Maybe you're a clean one. And maybe soul is not just music or a pad beneath your foot, but something real that makes you feel like your existence has a point. Of course, once the rain has stopped, is when the insects start to crawl.
Okay, I'm back. I feel refreshed. Guess I'm ready to go out and do some chores, I guess. I wonder what they are. What, you're not going to watch me change, are you?
Oh, William's such a good boy. He's really well behaved. Even though he does get into a bit of trouble, time to time. But that's really not his fault. He's under lots of pressure. From his school. And from his home. And he is a bit psychotic, after all. Talking to himself and all that. Talking to a crowd that isn't there. He's really well behaved, considering. He tried to kill himself 2 years ago. He tried to take some pills, and well, you know how that is. It isn't very nice. They pump your stomach out. And they make you throw up everything. It isn't very nice. Oh, and he almost killed his family once, but that was... He was very young. He was very young.
William? William, are you going to rake the leaves today?
Yes.
William? William, are you going to rake the leaves today? Uh-huh. William? William? Are you going to rake the leaves today? William? Yes, I'm going to rake the leaves today. Oh! Okay. Can you do the gutters too? Fine. I do it myself, you know, but I can't move my neck. It's fine, I'll do the gutters too. William, I don't like the ladder anymore. Ever since, you know, I don't like the heights. It's fine, I'll do the gutters too. I do it myself, you know, but I can't move my neck.
Are you going to do the leaves? Doctor said we...
Get some air, I know.
I wish you wouldn't drink so much. Coffee's bad for you.
No, Mother, coffee is a stimulant. I suffer from depression. Believe me, coffee is the best thing in the world for me.
Well, I wish you wouldn't drink so much. We really can't afford it.
Sometimes raking the leaves is like a funeral procession. clearing out the dead before you walk. The brown, decaying, fallen dead from off the trees. Leaves have veins, you know. Only they can't slice them open like a man. They can't bleed themselves to death. They can only wait to shrivel up and die.
The doctor said I needed some exercise. He said some fresh air would do me good. He said I shouldn't be confined. They let me out for good behavior. Said my health was fine. I crushed something today. I think it was a roach. They say you shouldn't step on roaches, though. The females carry eggs with them everywhere they go, and if you crush them, the eggs only stick to whatever you crush them with. Just follow you around. They hatch wherever they damn well please. I think I'll wipe it off in my mother's room.
Such a funny boy. He tried to kill his family once. They were sleeping and he set fire to the bedroom. He was dancing to the music as the place burned down around him and they escaped with just their lives. Well, he would have died if his father hadn't saved him. If his father hadn't saved him. I've never forgiven myself for that.
She's lying. I'd forgiven myself a long time ago for that.
When the lights were out and the music on, I danced beneath the flames, naked as an infant, dancing like an Indian with war paint on his chest.
You know, he swallowed an entire bag of pills once, the little ones. He ate them all up like a good boy. I was so proud of him.
I swallowed all the hatred I was feeling at the moment.
He swallowed like an angel.
I swallowed all the smoke until my lungs began to die.
You were so happy once.
I gobbled up the cinders like an acid-covered pastry until my lips were like the atmosphere. Deserted, black, polluted, dry. Oh, I had never swallowed from the gut before, but my throat just wouldn't close.
Oh, what happened to you, William?
When the lights were out, and with the music on, I danced beneath the flames. Naked as an infant, dancing as an Indian with the war paint on my chest. I danced beneath the shadows of an angel, a demon, making love like Kama Sutra. As the gates of hell burst open!
I can't bear it anymore!
Metal beams fell towards me as the walls turned into dust.
I thought the end was near. But the beams just turned to rust. My father rescued me. A beam fell on his neck. I never meant to hurt him. I meant to kill that bitch. But nothing ever works the way it should. Nothing ever works the way it should.
William!
pills. I know.
They'll lock you up again. They let you out on the condition that you take your pills. William, are you listening to me?
Toro! Cries the fighter as he waves his scarlet rag before my eyes.
William!
My body is an anvil, and my horns razor blades. I feel the rage within me rising up.
They'll lock you up again.
Snort the way an engine does before it starts to turn, and smack my head and hoof upon the ground. The sun is burning hotly through my fur into my flesh, and the dust is rising slowly like the ghost of yesterday. Whoosh! If you let that, the fire flaps away like nightingales and reveals the gilded metal of his Spanish rapier, glistening like fire in the brilliant morning sun. He holds it raised above his head like a bolt of lightning from the gods.
William, don't do this now, come on.
And I thrust my body forward as if leaping from a cliff, his rod of death upon me in an instant.
William! What? William, did you rake the leaves today?
Yes, I raked the leaves today.
William? William, did you rake the leaves today?
Yes, I raked the leaves today.
William, did you rake...
Yes, I raked the fucking leaves today!
Okay. Did you do the gutters too?
I didn't do the gutters.
Insanity. A thin line exists between insanity and truth. When the synapses in your brain don't snap the way they should. When your brain reacts to stimuli like sharks react to food. With no control. However, recent scientific studies have shown that thin line is not a line at all. But actually, a little orange pill with the letter P on it. Orange pill that you take with lots of water. And an awful lot of food, or else you get a stomachache.
Good afternoon, young man. Do you remember who I am?
Yes.
And do you remember what I said? William, do you know why I'm here?
I don't like the pills. They hurt my stomach.
We can give you an injection. Oh, we can give you an injection. Won't hurt at all, just be a little prick.
You took some other pills once, too, you know. A long time ago. They didn't hurt his stomach much. In fact, they felt
I was cleaning out the gutters.
On the ladder? Was it on the ladder that this happened?
No, I was getting a drink.
Downstairs?
No. Right. Downstairs.
And you were doing this with a knife?
No. With a garden spade.
She says you attacked her with it.
I think she's paranoid.
Well, can you blame her? I mean, after what you did, after what you put her through.
I did not attack her. I was cleaning out the gutters with the spade, and then she startled me. So I spun around and I think I surprised her. That's all. She thought I might.
On the ladder. It was on the ladder that this happened.
Yes.
And you were getting a drink downstairs.
Correct.
It's hard to clean the gutters from downstairs.
I was taking a break.
From gutters.
From gutters.
Downstairs.
Correct.
She said it happened in this room, William. In here. The attic. She said it happened in this room. Now, did it happen in this room?
Toro, cries the fire as he waves a scarlet rag before my eyes.
No! No, sir. I remember what had happened now. I was cleaning out the gutters, and then I went downstairs to get a drink, and I realized I forgot my gloves. So I came back up here to get them. And that's when she surprised me.
By going through your things. She was going through your things when you arrived.
Correct.
And then she found your pills.
Correct.
Inside a teddy bear. So, it was you who startled her!
She was going through my things!
Oh, so that's why you attacked her!
I think she's paranoid. She was going through my things, and I think that made her very scared. She assumed she thought I...
What? She thought that you might hurt her? She thought that you might do something stupid like you did 2 years ago! William, we've talked about this before. You were let off on good behavior. But this is not how we keep our noses clean. This is simply inappropriate. Do you think we're not prepared to take you back, young man? Do you think we don't have room for you? You signed a paper, William. You promised to behave. We can take you back there if we have to. We have room. William? The police are here, you know, right now. I asked them to escort me. They're in the other room right now talking to your father. I brought them here for you.
My body is moving on my horns or razor blades.
I thought they were in the kitchen.
What?
I feel the rage within me rising up.
You said they were in the kitchen. The police were in the kitchen.
Oh, it's a small house to get from here to there.
It's not the way an engine does before it starts to...
Hell of a guy, your dad. I didn't know he solved genetic codes. It's a shame about his neck, though. This poor guy. I had a friend in med school once who solved genetic codes. He's dead now, though. He had a tumor right in the center of his brain. It's a waste of genius. All those years of training just flushed down the drain.
You let the fire flush
Very productive after all that. All those years of training and intellectual stimulation. It all goes down the tubes.
Really morning sun.
Just gets
He holds it
washed away.
raised above his head.
And all because of one lousy, grotesque tumor!
My body forward as if leaping from a...
Now your dad, he could have been a genius too.
Death upon me in an instant.
someone had to fuck that up as well. You have to take your tablets, William, or else we'll give you an injection. I told you to behave yourself. Take a load off. Get some rest. Feel better in the morning.
Holy shit. I'm wasted.
He'll be all right. Just let him sleep it off and work over the
I don't know. I just am so worried that he's going to try to
Rusty, you'll be fine.
I don't know. I just...
You'll be all right. He's better off this way.
It's just that, you know, my husband...
Ma'am.
Gapoodle? People!
You're sick.
William, are you all right? It's after 9 already. William, your father has some chores for you to do. Doctor says...
To keep me busy. I know.
Do you want any breakfast?
An omelet, please. Mushrooms. And a biscuit on the side. And some gravy. Maybe. If you have it. And do you have any coffee? You need coffee.
Uh-huh.
Great. I love you, Mom.
I was standing over there a second ago. Now I'm standing over here. I was on the precipice and the world was like an avalanche waiting to collapse. Now I see faces like I've never seen before. A waterfall. A man beneath the crashing waves with fingertips for eyes. And I'll never look the same. I'll never be the same. I can only sleep till the beauty fades away. I stared for hours once. Inside my room. At the mirror on my wall. And my ugly face just stared back. My ugly face just stared right back at me.